This regional government proposed by Dr. Aki is something that is causing a lot of controversy in Nigeria today. And this is because many believe that returning back to regional system when some regions are underdeveloped will not help the country. According to Garuba, he said regional government in Nigeria could be counterproductive given the country's volatile nature. It may threaten our national unity and existing ethno-religious tension. Furthermore, regional autonomy could lead to equal resources distribution, wealth, economical strategy, plenty grammar. But the question is that he went ahead to say this could result in the North being disproportionate disadvantage. In light of this concern, I think it is crucial to carefully consider the potential consequences of regional government and explore alternative solutions that promote national cohesion and equitable development. I just want to reply this tweet directly first. And is he aware that since 1960 to date, we have had more leaders coming from the northern part of the country than any other parts in Nigeria? Is he aware that the northern people are more in the Senate than any other region in Nigeria? Is he aware that the oil sector in Nigeria is being controlled by the northern bloc? This is the question that many people need to understand. And the reason why we have a lot of poverty in the northern part of the country is because of the high level of selfishness by the leaders from the northern region. With all the arable land in the northern part of the country and the mineral deposits, the northern part has more advantage compared to other regions of the country. But because the lack, will I call it, let me reserve that word, but they're not thinking. So how will they be complaining? They have the land to farm to have food. Go to the south. They have the land to farm for food? No. So I wonder why people from the north are not thinking. Because looking at the resources that they have, and as well as the massive land that they have, if they choose to go into agriculture alone, only God knows what they are going to gain from that alone. And let's not forget that we were actually practicing a regional system of government before it was abolished, and then we went to the presidential system of government. And this was made by another military personnel, Gowon. And by the Decree 14, he removed the regional system of government, of which we now have to create states. And this is because of the fact that oil was found in the southern part of the country, and to leverage on this, they began to scatter the whole country. Remember that Nigeria was doing very well in agriculture as of that time. But let's not forget, Michael Okpara, being the regional premier of the eastern region, did so well for that region. And this is the fear of many Nigerians today, that having Peter Obi in the picture, is going to transform that region overnight. Let's not forget that there is a port in Lagos, and that will bring me to the next tweet, where Haman said when the so-called restructuring or resource control happens, it will affect Lagos too, as Lagos prosperity mostly rely on the port. The restructuring of southeast and south-south states will use south-south ports, and north states can opt to either Benin Republic or Togo, which are even cheaper. And this one went ahead and said Southeast will be the greatest beneficiary of this restructuring if it ever happened. Can you see that? This is because they know that these people can recreate. Let's not forget what happened during the Civil War, where over 5 million of Igbos were killed and they were given a little penny. And look at how they have been able to build themselves 50 years later. So given that opportunity for that regional system of government, you will not believe what will come out of that region within the next 4 or 5 years. And the high level of sectionalism. Now, if you look at Samuel Ekpe and some of these, his cohorts of Eastern Network and the rest, if you look at what they keep on saying since this whole drama came up, You see that they're also upset to the fact that this will cause a destruction to the dream of Biafra. So, if you have a region, a regional system of government, which every region, according to that secular or bill, every region will control its own, resources, then what was the need of having a Biafra again? But again, there is a surprise thing here. And we have a document flying also talking about the tax that will be paid to this federal level, which will be like almost 50%. And though that draft states that if you cannot, if at a time you feel like, no, I can no longer be part of this thing called a country anymore, I want to have my own country, they will have the will to leave that, country as of that time. So the drafter of the bill actually encompasses all the nitty-gritty that will allow the Oduduwa Republic to go, to allow the Biafra to go, to allow Arua to go. And then what happened to the middle belts? What happened to the north central and the rest? But the truth is this, like I always say, the 1914 amalgamation, which is actually evil, is the reason for all these dramas that we're having as of today. But then Nigerians should also be worried, just like I talked about in our last video, that the Senate or the House of Assembly right now, they are not doing well in terms of doing a lot of consultation before passing bill. And for the president to, for that bill to come with a 2 term of 6 years, it means, and with the transition of 3 years, it means that this is a move to keep Bola Ahmed Tinubu in office for the next 16 years. So I wouldn't want to talk much about that. To get more information about that, I think you can click here to watch that video. What do you make of all this? Let's have this conversation in the comment section. Thank you for watching.